plays like a white guy?
No, he plays like a black guy.
Let me fix it. He has swag.
He got swag.
Got it.
And just slow in me, just major moves, and a wet ball. I mean, he shoot the blood out of that thing.
I mean, let me tell you something. That boy Doncic, he's the real deal. As we used to say in my day, that's a bad white boy.
Luka Doncic didn't just arrive in the NBA. He landed with a resume that most pros dream of before he ever stepped foot on an NBA court. He'd already conquered Europe. 3 straight Spanish League titles, a EuroLeague championship, and Finals MVP honors roll before turning 20. Oh, and let's not forget, he won a Eurobasket gold medal with Slovenia at just 17 years old. From the start, Luka was built different. Fast forward to today, and that wonder kid has more than lived. Up to the hype, Luka's blend of size, skill, and basketball IQ makes him one of the most dangerous players in the game. His vision is elitesome. Call him one of the best passers ever, and his strength and shooting ability make him a nightmare matchup. But it's not just the tools, it's the killer instinct. Whether it's clutch shots, no-look dimes, or circus finishes, Luka has a way of breaking defenders' spirits. He doesn't just play the game, he controls it, possession by possession, picking defenses apart and creating wide-open looks for teammates. And the accolades back it all up. Luka took home Rookie of the Year honors his first season and hasn't looked back since. He's now made 5 straight All-NBA first teams and 5 All-Star appearances, including 4 as a starter. For context, that's already more first-team nods than Steph Curry, who has 4. Yeah, he's that good, but don't just take our word for it. Just ask the legends. Kevin Garnett, one of the most intense defenders the league has ever seen, doesn't hand out compliments. The man battled peak Kobe and LeBron and still came out standing. When KG talks, people listen, and when asked about Luka, he kept it real. How do you stop Luka? You don't?
I love Luka's pace. I love Luka's maturity. You see his maturity. You see how he's been playing with older men or older people in this life. You see it. He's not afraid of anything in the league. He goes at some of the best defenders the same way and makes them look like they're not that great of defenders. He has a pace. You can't speed him up. And he's figured out the league.
Dwyane Wade is widely celebrated as one of the greatest shooting guards in NBA history. He clinched his first championship and Finals MVP alongside Shaquille O'Neal, and later teamed up with LeBron James and Chris Bosh to form a legendary super team in Miami. Throughout his career, Wade shared the court with some of the game's biggest names, including LeBron James, who's often hailed as one of the top 2 players of all time. Given that level of experience, Wade chooses his words carefully when it comes to comparing today's stars to LeBron. Recently, he weighed in on Luka Doncic, and here's what he had to say.
It's LeBron James-like from the standpoint of how he's able to rope that pass, to shooters, in corners, getting blitzed. It's not many guys that can do that and put the ball right there, and he does an amazing job of it, so I was impressed by that.
Iverson wasn't just a basketball star. He was a cultural icon. With his unmatched swagger, fearless play, and signature crossover, Iverson helped shape the modern game. He brought a streetball edge to the NBA and inspired a whole generation of kids to pick up a basketball. Iverson's killer instinct and style weren't just on the court. They became part of his identity, and that legacy still shines today. So when the answer was asked, which current NBA player reminds him most of himself, his response definitely turned heads.
What the hell is wrong with Luka? I'm talking about his style. It's kind of like street ball. He move at his own pace. No, he plays like a black guy. He got swag. He's so cool out there.
Celebrant, James needs no introduction. Alongside Michael Jordan, he stands as one of the greatest players to ever set foot on a basketball court. While his strength, speed, and athleticism are legendary, it's LeBron's basketball IQ and court vision that truly set him apart. He's not just a generational talent. He's also a student of the game, a true historian who studies players past and present with incredible detail. So, when LeBron offers praise, especially about today's stars, it carries serious weight. Recently, he was asked about Luka Doncic, and his response was nothing short of a major compliment from one of basketball's sharpest minds.
I mean, he's gigantic. He's 6'8" point guard. He's 225 pounds. He has the ball on the string, but more importantly, his vision. That's why I love his vision. He can control a game. He doesn't even have to shoot. He'll walk the ball up the court 10 straight times and get to his spot every single time just because of his pace. It's the mind.
Horry played 16 seasons in the NBA and won a remarkable 7 championships, solidifying his place as one of the game's most successful players. While his prime came with the Houston Rockets and Los Angeles Lakers, his success stretched well beyond the 1960s Boston Celtics era. A feat in itself, Horry knows a thing or two about what it takes to build a championship team and play winning basketball. So when he was asked about Luka Doncic, especially during the early criticisms of his athleticism and speed, Horry had this to say: "If you truly understand basketball, you can be an asset on any team. Luka's already mastered the game at such a young age."
You watch Luka. Luka is so freaking slow, and you like, why can't they stop that?
Right.
I'm like,
yes.
But when you crafty and you know how to play, that's all you need.
Steph Curry is widely regarded as the greatest shooter to ever play the game. His incredible shooting accuracy and constant movement off the ball forever altered how teams spaced the floor. Curry led the Golden State Warriors through the best regular season in NBA history, and when Kevin Durant joined the team, they formed one of the most dominant lineups the league has ever seen. Over the past 15 years, Curry has proven to be one of the most influential players in basketball, earning his spot among the game's all-time greats. Recently, he's had some intense battles with Luka Doncic. After one of these matchups, Curry was asked to weigh in on Luka's game.
His size and his ball handling skills keep you on the edge the whole game, just because that plus, being a 3-level scorer, you have to kind of worry about everything. You don't want to get a step back threes going, so you got to press up on him, but he's shifty and got a great handle, so he can use his leverage to get by you, and then obviously his court vision's unreal, so he's been playing at an extremely high level, and he's been getting better every year.
Mark Jackson was one of the top point guards of the 1990s, and later made his mark as the head coach of the Golden State Warriors, laying the groundwork for what would become an NBA dynasty. Today, he's a beloved voice in basketball, serving as an analyst and commentator for ABC. Known for his sharp basketball mind, Jackson is widely respected as one of the best to ever analyze the game. Whether it's the finer details of basketball, fundamentals, or larger strategic concepts, there are few who understand the game better than him. So, when he was asked about Luka Doncic after the playoff series against the Clippers, his response definitely caught attention.
When he matched up against the Clippers in the playoffs, I'm sitting there saying Kawhi, Paul George, Pat Beverly. They got guys that's not only going to defend him, but they're going to try to beat him up.
Right.
And I want to see how he's going to respond, because I'm not sure he's ever faced this type of pressure defensively, and he's about to face.
Right.
He put on a clinic, almost like they were little kids trying to defend him, where he imposed his will on them.
Irving is a true magician with the basketball. His style is pure artistry, and watching him play is always a treat. Few players in the history of the game have mastered the craft of basketball like he has. Over the years, Kyrie has teamed up with some of the biggest names in the sport, including LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown. To name just a few, having shared the court with such incredible talents, Kyrie has seen firsthand what these players are capable of in high-stakes moments. So when it comes to Luka Doncic's rise to greatness, Kyrie knows exactly what it takes to get there.
I'm amazed. I don't use that word lightly either. I think he's answered a lot of calls. When Luka first came into the league, there were a lot of questions on what he was going to turn out to be. I know a few people are eating their words too. So watching him ascend into becoming an all-time great is amazing, and I don't take it for granted because, like you said, I play with one of the greatest of all time, arguably the greatest of all time. For me, I just want to be supportive and continue to be an all-time great next to him and continue to show him the ropes and let him continue to fly, man. He's already been doing it.
Iverson kid is widely regarded as one of the best point guards of the past quarter century, a master of the pick and roll, and known for his rebounding prowess. Kidd also helped popularize the triple-double, paving the way for players like Russell Westbrook to make that stat their own. Now, as the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks, Kidd's pairing with Luka Doncic has proven to be a perfect match. Luka, who holds deep respect for Kidd's playing career and coaching insights, has formed a special bond with his coach, resulting in incredible chemistry on and off the court. Kidd has often spoken about Luka's near-superhuman abilities, and when asked what he admires most about Luka, Both as a player and a person, his response was heartfelt.
He's not soft, that's for sure. He's one of the toughest kids that I've had the opportunity to coach, and he's not scared of a fight. But you look at his toughness, he's playing with a broken nose, never complains, loves the competition.
Paul Pierce is a Boston Celtics legend, known for his unforgettable playoff battles against LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. With his combination of size, scoring ability, and clutch shot-making, Pierce was one of the premier players of his generation. His career reached its pinnacle in 2008, when he led the Celtics to a championship victory over the Lakers. Since retiring from the game, Paul has transitioned into a career as an analyst, and he's become a big fan of Luka Doncic's game. He's often praised Luka's talent and potential, and recently, Paul shared his thoughts on the possibility of Luka winning a championship, even if it means going up against his beloved Celtics.
If Luka wins the chip, he gets Finals MVP, he no doubt will be the best player in the league. Not only will he be the best player in the league, he'll be crowned the best player in the league. I'll give him face of the league.
Mid-range maestro, an intense defender, a thunderous dunker, and a clutch shot maker. Michael Jordan truly embodies what it means to be an NBA legend. Over the years, MJ has been incredibly impressed by Luka Doncic's game, admiring his play style so much that he made Luka a Jordan brand athlete. Since then, the two have been seen laughing and joking together at various events, showcasing the bond that's developed both professionally and personally. While some might poke fun at Michael's scouting history with the Charlotte Hornets, particularly with some questionable player picks, there's no doubt he made a brilliant choice in selecting Luka as the future face of his iconic brand. Luka, at such a young age, is already showcasing skills that take others years to develop, and it'll be fascinating to watch his continued growth in the league. Gregg Popovich, the mastermind behind the Spurs dynasty, is one of the greatest coaches in NBA history. With over 35 years of experience, Pop's understanding of both the X's and O's of the game and the psychology of his players sets him apart. He's seen the legends, Michael Jordan's meteoric rise, Kobe Bryant's impact, and LeBron James' evolution into the game's current superstar. Now, Pop places Luka in the same conversation with these all-time greats. Here's what Pop had to say about Luka's place in basketball history.
If he walked in the room, you wouldn't say, no, he's not. He's just a beautiful basketball player. He's like the prototype for high basketball IQ and high skill level all rolled into one guy. And he's very special. If he can play for a good number of years, he'll be one of the great players for sure.
Nowitzki is widely regarded as one of the best international players to ever play in the NBA. He changed the game by popularizing the deep jump shot among big men, setting the stage for future stars like Luka Doncic. There are striking similarities between Dirk and Luka. Both were initially doubted for their athleticism and questioned whether they could succeed at the highest level. But as soon as they hit the court, they shut down their critics with their exceptional skills. When Luka was drafted by the Dallas Mavericks, Dirk became his mentor, helping guide the young star through his early years in the league. The two share a strong bond, with Dirk frequently praising Luka's game. Now, Dirk hopes to see Luka lead the Mavs to another championship, continuing the legacy of greatness in Dallas.